Hey guys,
And everybody,
how's everybody doing?
happy end of the month Monday.
We have a special guest, if you didn't know.
He's special.
I'm very special. Thank you, guys.
He's a
His mom
talking
loves
hand
him,
down
though.
there, the talking hand.
The talking hands.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Let's say hi to everybody at
Lots of
Gringo.
people.
I made you a mod in there because Kittle told me to.
Pretty much.
That's the only reason, pretty much. We have new cents with some old coins. I have never seen that name before. Michael Kittle, Amy Maud, Aaron Krause. How's it going? Gringo OG. Who else do we have? Shannon Smith. I know that guy. Daniel Baker, Angie Kroll, Treasure Charger, Crowell. I don't know, Angie. Correct me. Let me know how to pronounce your name. I'm terrible. Alfred. William Cresson. Michael Lonsdorf. Cindy. Love me some Cindy. Treasure Charger. I think I said you. I'll say it again. Treasure Charger.
Hey, there's Sammy.
Huh?
There's Sammy. What's up, buddy?
Sammy?
Yeah. He came over from the gaming channel.
Nice. From Kittles? From
What
Kittle
gaming channel are we talking about? What are you talking about?
Gaming?
I don't know. You know, sometimes we
Kittle
watch
got
this
game.
guy do some gaming.
Some dude. Lady Kid Nichols. How are you, sweetheart? Indigon Demon. Papa Jojo. Kyle Preston. I recognize him. Greg White. Paul Hampton. Dig and Dave. James Worley. Scott Holiday. Silver Mountain. Fancy Pants. Clever.
Indigon Demon.
Chrissy Coin. Everybody, thank you so much. Anthony, how are you doing? Thanks for coming, you guys. So this is our last Monday of the month. As you guys know, if you've been here for a while, we used to take this Monday off, but some of us didn't have anything better to do. So we decided we would just come on and chat with you guys. Take your questions in chat. We don't show any coins on this stream except for coins at the panel. If the panel has coins to show, we don't show any email coins.
As she says that.
Yeah, so we don't get to chat with you guys during most of the time during our streams. So this is a good chance for us to just hang out and chat and yeah. So I'm going to introduce our guest and let him introduce himself a little bit. So Michael Kittle, I'm going to put him solo here. Why don't you talk a little bit about yourself, Michael?
Well, thank you, Paula. Thank you guys for having me on your show. Definitely the best of the best and the one and only original live coin Q&A here on YouTube. Very popular show, and I'm glad that your show exists. It's a great place for people of all different levels of experience to reach out and learn some stuff. So thank you guys for doing this. Yeah, I'm Michael Kittle. Got a channel on here on YouTube. Michael Kittle Rare Coins. Part-time coin dealer. Set up at a lot of the shows in Southern California. Long Beach show, Buena Park shows, some of the little local ones too. And just been buying and selling coins for the last, I don't know, about 15 years or so as like a business, but been collecting since as long as I can remember, probably 3 or 4 years old. Started filling in the Whitman folders and reading the red book cover to cover. So yeah, just happy to be here, and thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for being here. This is your second time, and we hope to have you back again.
There you go.
So Monica, Blue Ridge Silverhound is on our panel. He's with us every week, but he usually takes this Monday off because it gives him a chance to do things with his family, have a kind of a long weekend. He does his money market report. So, but he'll be here next Monday. He may join us. He may show up in chat. He may show up. We'll see. Sometimes he pops in and surprises us and you guys. So, but he probably won't. So just so you guys know, Michael Kittle has a free coin giveaway every month on this channel. Gringo's been putting the link in the chat. He gives away some amazing stuff. I don't know if you want to talk about what this month's giveaway is, Michael.
Sure, Paula. Sometimes people ask me, Michael Kittle, is there a giveaway going on YouTube or on your channel? I just say always.
Oh.
Always. There's always a giveaway going on my
There's
channel.
always.
So at least for the past, we started it in January 2021. I had channel memberships like we have on channels, and I, figured I'd spend some of that money and do a monthly free coin giveaway, and then I have others donating coins from time to time. And this month we got a really cool one. Our friend here in chat, Gringo OG22, sent in a few coins. He's just had his 700 subscriber celebration that's going on now too, and in celebration of that, he sent in a few coins. This month, up for grabs, this beautiful coin right here, a 2020 Krugerrand silver. And the winner will also get this one here. This is the African wildlife leopard coin from the Somali Republic, 2019. And that's 2 ounces of silver, and then another 2 ounces in one coin right here, the Canadian Kraken coin right here, 4 nines fine silver. We got the lovely queen right there from the 2020. So all 3 of these coins go into one lucky winner. And what we do is all you got to do is go to my monthly comment video each month, leave a comment, and hopefully a positive comment. That'd be kind of nice to see. But and then we pick a winner randomly, and then after we post that winner selection, we go to the next month's giveaway. And next month we got a really good one. JW Coins and Hobbies sent in a couple really nice coins to.
I remember JW.
So
Yeah,
winner will get these.
He has a Discord, doesn't he?
He does have a Discord group, and we invite all of you guys to join it. It's really fun. Really fun, the Discord group. It's basically, if you guys don't know Discord, or if you're like Paula and don't want to learn it too much, but it's really easy. It's really easy. Just a bunch of chat rooms, and there's rooms on coins. There's rooms on games. There's rooms to post what you had for dinner, pictures of your pets, and it's just a place where you can talk to a lot of your favorite YouTubers while they're not on YouTube, and it's fun. And we just started a really fun one that I think Paula would like. It's a coin Uno game. So what happens is someone posts a coin, and then you got to post a coin of the same type or of the same date. And basically it's just a room full of tons of coin pictures, which is fun.
I'm just waiting for the draw 4 and the.
Well, there are you can do some wild cards, kind of, not really draw 4 on that one, but some coins have multiple dates and things like that. It's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've been waiting for a certain date to show up. I got a coin with 5 different dates on it. I've been waiting to play.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And it's a U.S. coin.
Yeah, I don't really have time. These people keep me busy and keep us busy answering the emails and on the Facebook group and stuff like that. But I check the Discord every once in a while when you tell me to.
Absolutely. It takes less time than Facebook, I'll tell you that.
I know a lot of Twitch use Discord.
It's just a nice, handy place to see a lot of stuff, and it's tricky to get used to. Like, there's a little bit of a learning curve, and you get familiar with it. And the one thing it's really hard to go back to really old messages. Like, you see what's going on right now, but to find something that somebody said a week ago or a month ago, it's a little bit tricky. But
Michael, it took me half an hour one night to find a message that was sent to me. You know that.
I don't know how to see, like, when you're tagged and stuff. That's my biggest problem.
Yeah.
They can tag you? I didn't even know you could tag. Anyway.
You want me to tag you right now? I'll tag you in some messages. Hold on.
Don't tag me. Okay. Amber, how's it going? Anyway, so so Michael is a coin dealer also, you guys. So if you have any questions for a coin dealer that you wouldn't normally ask us, because we're not technically coin dealers. Well, I guess, I don't know. Would you consider yourself a coin dealer, Adam? A little bit.
Kinda. Somewhat.
A little bit, but yeah. So I'm going to go over a couple announcements that we do every single Monday. I know you guys get tired of hearing it, but I am going to also let me find our August. our August Aeroscope. Oh, no, that's all done. Anyway, I'll find our August Aeroscope magazine. We had a few people that joined and put us in there, so I'm going to say your names. But right now I'm going to go over our real quick announcements. Every Monday we tell you guys join the ANA. It's our National Coin Club. Michael is a huge proponent of that coin group and a huge promoter. So
Absolutely.
some of the ANA membership perks: the virtual money museum exhibits, explore spectacular collections of coins and paper money from the nation's largest numismatic museum. There are educational programs, access the best educational programs in the hobby. There are webinars and seminars, lectures, correspondence courses, and more. There are special events. You receive special admission to the World's Fair of Money and the National Free admission and the National Money Show. There's videos, podcasts, blogs, coin collecting tips, online research tools, games, quizzes, and everything numismatic. You enjoy exclusive discounts on ANA seminars and money museum auctions, coin collecting publications, books, supplies, collections, collection insurance, and much more. You also get a $15 discount on an NGC membership. It used to be you could submit free to NGC with your ANA membership, but now they've changed it and they're just giving a discount. So it's basically half off because I think it's $30 to join NGC, something like that. And you get a subscription to the Numismatist, 12 issues of Coin Collecting's premier magazine delivered digitally, or for an upgrade, to upgrade to the platinum, you would get the printed copy. Another club that we encourage everybody to join is CONECA, Combined Organization of Numismatic Error Collectors of America. With your membership, you get a subscription to the club's award-winning journal Aeroscope, published 6 times a year, and you get a free variety coin, either a repunch mint mark or a double die when you join, and that's just for new members. You get a club membership card, an invitation to the annual Errorama, including the awards banquet, the annual meeting, and the cherry pickers contest, access to members-only area of the CONECA website where you can view electronic back issues of Aeroscope from 2004 through the current issue. And you can join our Facebook group, Coin Q&A. All of the links to these are down in the description in this video. And our Facebook group is a great option for you to send your questions and your pictures of your coins to. The questions usually get answered faster in our Facebook group as opposed to our email. So we encourage everybody to do that. And if you join either the ANA or CONECA, we ask that you just mention that the live coin Q&A sent you. We actually have one of our members that's going to be getting a little awardy that we'll talk about when it comes. So now let me find the August issue here. I had it. May, June, July, August. This is something new I'm going to be doing, you guys, when we get referrals in the Aeroscope. This is the magazine, by the way, that you get when you join CONECA. It's a great magazine. Lots of cool errors, cool little blog things in there, not blog, articles. So we have Scott D. Jarnat. It's DEJARNATT. Thank you very much. Let's see. We have Mary Ann Mardis, MARDIS. Thank you very much. And I think that one's it for August, July, August. So thank you very much. Okay.
Hey, Paula,
yeah.
You mentioned the perks of the ANA. Not only is it the great magazine that's worth the subscription alone or the membership to ANA, but one of the things that they don't focus on and what you guys don't mention often enough is not only do you get the magazine every month, but you can go search back and read all of the magazines. They got them all digitally on their website, all the way back to, I think it's like 1886 or 1880, whatever it is. and it's all searchable. So you can, if you're trying to look up a certain coin or look up something from your hometown, you type it in there and you're going to find stuff, or look up certain names, and it's a real handy resource, and it's
Nice.
not to be underestimated.
Yeah, I think we have it. We have it on our slideshow. I think that you can look up the back.
Okay.
But ours says 2004. Oh, that's Kaneka.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, we don't have it on the. Okay.
And it's not just like, it's not just like you go pick the whichever, it's
Right.
fun just to go back and look at, hey, what was going on like the year you were born and stuff, and just flip through some magazines. But it's all searchable. It's just real easy.
I go back a lot and look at past articles and stuff that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what you said. 18 something. It goes.
Yeah,
back
all the way back. All of them are scanned in there. Yeah, over 100 years for sure. Yeah,
That's
pretty well. And I saw a couple people in chat mentioning that they can't figure out how to log into the website, or that their website is not the best website. I'll give them that. And as an ANA member, that bothers me, because they've spent way too much on that website, because it's all nonprofit organization, so it's all public what they've done on that. But if you have trouble logging into your own account, just call them. They're the people that work there. I mean, that's their job. They're real friendly. They'll get you right on there. And tell them Paula sent you.
Oh,
Yeah, we
wow.
were also talking about Kaneka. It's a challenge to get on their site, but they make it a challenge because they don't want, like the bots and stuff. So you kind of have to communicate with them, then they get you set up, then you have to communicate with them again so that you can have the access to like post things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's, but they do that on purpose because they don't want a bunch of just nonsense in there, basically. So it's good.
Do we get perks from NGC for submitting coins to be graded? I'm not sure what you mean. Perks from NGC for submitting coins. No, they get perks.
You only get a credit, I think,
money.
if you get the middle membership.
No, the only perk, I guess, is if you get a good grade. I don't know.
Right.
No, they
Well,
don't give
I mean,
special treatment or anything, but
The one that the ANA provides is not. You don't get any free, grading credit, because you get grading credit with some of the others, membership.
oh, I see what you mean. I think
that's what they're asking about.
Yeah. Yeah, with your PCGS membership, I think certain tiers you get like 4 free or something like that.
I get 8 free for mine.
So you get the like.
Yeah, and then my NGC, I get $150 grading credit on that one. So.
Yeah, I'm not. Michael and Adam would be, because I don't send coins to be graded. I'm not sure. Shannon, do you submit often to either one of them?
I'm starting to do a little submissions, but not a tremendous amount. We do have
two.
That's nice. We did have one quick question though already pop up from Proud Mom, which I don't know if I've seen that name before, but nice to have you in here. I guess Sean did a video today about some really nice proofs that were sold at GreatCollections.
Yep.
I haven't seen that yet, but I will. What are our thoughts on grading proofs, since we're talking about grading? I know that. I mean,
I have a pretty strong opinion.
I don't grade a lot of proofs, to be honest, but I know that it's completely different than grading your business strikes, because there's a little bit more complex.
Well, I would think that there would be very few proof coins that would be even worth grading, but Kittle can probably talk about that.
Well, I didn't see Sean's video, but if he's talking about GreatCollections this week, I'm assuming he probably made the video on Stuart Blaze matte proof Lincolns that just sold the other night.
Yeah.
And those are definitely worth getting graded. If you're talking about modern proofs, every single coin coming out of the mint right now that you're buying on the mint website is going to be a 69 or a 70 when it comes back for grading. I mean, some of them go for premiums when they're proof 70, some don't. It's a very expensive game to be sending in modern proofs. And if you really want modern proof coins in slabs, you should just buy them that way.
Buy them already slabbed.
You're going to save money. I mean, you might pay a dealer a little premium if if it's one of the hotter issues. But if you're sending them in yourself, it can get really expensive, especially when you're getting the proof 69s back. And then what do you got to do with that? You got to then become a part-time coin dealer, sell that, and then buy another one, and then send that in. And it's just buy it the way you want it in the first place. But when you're talking about, classic proofs, like the matte proofs, and if you guys aren't familiar with that collection that just sold, it was the #1 red matte proof Lincoln set, and it was
365,000 or something like that.
Yeah, the 09 VDB was a proof 67 plus red, I believe, and that sold for over 300,000. They had a 1909 matte proof without the VDB that was a proof 68 red, and pretty much every coin was the best of the best. And
most of them went for over 100 G, I think.
Yeah. And pretty much set new records for each date, and really cool set. So I guess if Sean did a video of it, if you don't want to go through GreatCollections archives, which isn't always the
Ian Russell's got a great platform. So
definitely a great place to buy and sell coins.
What do you consider modern coins, Kittle? Would it be
70s,
anything after
1960 probably?
Yeah, I think that's what the grading services consider, is like anything like 1965 to date, pretty much, when they switched from, silver to clad.
Okay.
That's what I think most of the grading services say, like when you try to do like a modern coin submission versus a classic submission.
Right.
A lot of dealers submit those bulk anyway, like the modern proofs.
Well, and that's why
they only pay like what $4 or $5 a coin.
It's kind of secretive, the whole bulk arrangement, especially on moderns, and a lot of people. I mean, sometimes you're not even allowed to tell people what you're paying. It's just part of the deal you do. But it's that's why I say buy it in the slab already, because you can't get the same deal as a dealer sending in a few hundred or a few thousand coins. And one of the crazy things is a lot of collectors freak out about when they first hear is sometimes those grading arrangements is they only grade the ones that are 70. So all the ones that don't grade 70 to just get returned in a capsule, and the dealer pays a much lower rate. And then you got to pay a higher rate when you get a 70. So it's like, well, I mean, that seems like a little conflict of interest, doesn't it? You pay more when you get a 70 and you pay less when you don't. Interesting. It's just it's a fun one. But
it's not a perfect system.
but that's the whole thing. That's why dealers, when anybody can do bulk. You don't necessarily have to be a dealer. You just have to spend a lot.
Yeah,
definitely better pricing.
We got some. Cindelicious asked about the welcome packet from the ANA, and she said that they were going to send one, but that she never got one. Honestly, I would reach out to Donna, and maybe it got lost in the mail or they forgot. So I would reach out to her and see if they can expedite you your welcome packet.
Yeah, anytime with the ANA or Coneca, both of them, they're really, really great about getting back to you if you have any questions or whatever. At least they have been for me. I've never had a problem. They've always gotten back to me in a reasonable amount of time. So, especially
for a big organization like ANA, remember it's a nonprofit group. There's people there that's their full-time job to deal with the membership, and they're getting paid from the organization to do it. Send them an email, pick up the phone, call them. They'll help you out.
Yeah, they're really, really nice too. Speaking of that, we'll be giving away a free ANA sponsored membership once a month, every month. And I believe that is going to even continue longer. So Adam met with them at the coin show, ANA show, and they said that they were going to continue it for us for another year. So that's really exciting. So
that's awesome.
So do you want to show some coins, Michael? I'd love for you to show some of your coins and get some people interested in maybe something other than like modern mint products. And let them know some things that are out there that they could pick up, and different series and type coins and things like that maybe they don't.
Yeah, I guess if nobody else in the chat has any questions for anybody, we could probably
I've been starring the questions. I've been putting them in the.
Okay. Well, I'll show one thing real quick, and I know Shannon has some stuff to the show, but I just picked up this one, which is really fun.
That's nice.
I love it.
And I know a lot of you guys are familiar with this, but I mean, I know there's people here of all different like levels of collecting, so maybe you don't know these. These are the Morgan Silver Dollar, and these are Carson City Morgan Silver Dollars, which is a little bit more special. And this is actually graded by NGC. It's got a little band around here. They didn't crack it out of the old government holder. And these came out of the GSA hoard. When they minted these coins back in the 1880s, a lot of them just were bagged up and stuck right in the vaults for almost 100 years. And some of these were really rare dates. If you look back in old red books from the 60s and 50s, some of these dates were super rare, super low mintage, of course, but they just weren't out there because all of them that were minted almost were just stuck in bags. And then in the, I believe it was a very early 1970s, the government decided to liquidate these. And instead of just melting them down, they were smart and put them in holders like this and sold them off to the public. And I think most of them, like this right here, sold for about $30 a piece at the time. And what it did is it just really screwed up the whole market and really screwed up pricing on people that bought these coins just a year or two before. And then all of a sudden there's literally millions of coins released into to the public. But they're still very popular today. And, a lot of people like the Carson City Mint. And this one here actually has a little toning on it, which actually adds to the value right now.
Mm-hmm.
When these coins were sold from the government, this actually lowered the value significantly. So they didn't even sell this one here as an uncirculated Morgan dollar. This was in kind of like their reject auction that they sold them in. Because any of them that had any tarnish or anything like that, they sold them cheaper.
Is that why that holder doesn't have uncirculated on it?
Yeah, so down here underneath this band, it would just say silver dollar instead of uncirculated silver dollar.
Can you explain a little bit about the soft packs? Why some of them were put in soft packs and some are in those harder?
I believe the ones they put in the soft packs were mostly circulated coins.
Okay.
So in the same hoard that they found, of all these bags and bags of silver dollars, the uncirculated ones they put in these hard packs, and they come in a box and they come with a certificate and everything. I believe the soft packs were mostly circulated coins. I'm not sure though, or ones that they thought were circulated at the time. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't really deal with the soft packs as well.
And the GSA hoard wasn't just Carson City mints.
No, there were some others in there too. Correct. But it was mostly Carson City mints. And for some of the dates, like a huge percentage of the total mintage was in this hoard. So, I mean, we're talking like 75, 80, 90% of the coins that were ever minted were uncirculated and still in the bags and then all of a sudden released into the market. This one here, someone just asked, this is a 1883.
Very cool.
Yep's got an 1880 CC GSA hoard from PCGS.
1880 is a nice one. Yeah, the common dates for these, if you're just looking to get an example of one of these, would be the 82, 83, and 84 CC. Those are the most common. And a couple of years ago, you could pick one up at a coin show for about $200. Now it's, for an average example, not graded. You're looking 325 to 375-ish, depending on the day. And then, of course, once you get graded examples and ones with toning, it just goes to the moon from there.
So is a MS63 GSA Carson City 1883 worth more than just a MS63 1883 Carson City that's not from the GSA hoard?
On the grades here, on the common dates, the 82, 83, and 84, I would say MS64 and lower add zero value to the coin, just based on the huge premiums they're going for now. A couple years ago, when these were 180 to $200, maybe it would add a little bit of value to have it graded. But at some of the shows, I've actually just sold them wholesale to dealer. Like I'd say maybe about a year ago, I had a stack of probably about 12, 15 GSA coins like this. And I just wanted to get rid of them. And the prices were going up so high that I just sold them to a dealer all at the same price. And he didn't pay me any extra for ones that were graded or ones that had the CAC stickers, or it was just, he didn't care. They were just all wholesale at that point. And that's what happens with a lot of coins when, certain things, you see it with junk silver coins. When prices go up at a certain point, it doesn't matter what they're graded. It doesn't matter if you have a BU roll of Washington quarters 1964 or if they're slick. It's just, it becomes a commodity at some point, and it's kind of a shame. But
So does it add a premium with the, what do you call it, the so being GSA Horde, what's that called, the
maybe a little bit, yeah. If this coin was just like in a regular PCGS holder or an NGC holder, MS-64, I think collectors would rather have it in the original government holder like this. Absolutely. I don't know how much of a premium, not a ton, but some. But most of the premium on this one is probably just a little bit of rainbow color there.
Yeah, because they haven't always done that, graded them in those holders. So a lot of those.
Right. Yeah, back when they first started doing the grading, everybody would crack these out, like the real nice ones, like the higher grade ones, and just put them in a regular PCGS or NGC holder. NGC's been doing this band around them for a while, but PCGS just started doing something similar.
They're not putting the CAC on the whole. They're not grading the holder. It's the coin.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, so the coin is CAC.
Right.
Okay.
Well, a lot of people, Nub says he'd prefer the banded holder versus the PCGS. What they do is they just put this whole thing in a giant slab. Almost all collectors that I talk to prefer NGC's way of doing it because you can still put this in the original GSA box afterwards with the certificate if you have the boxes for them. I don't have the box for this one, so I can't show that. But
oh, very cool. I'd rather have banded holder. Yeah. Yeah, Fancy Pants are just send them to our regular Q&A email address. Yep. And if you can just put a note in the description or whatever that it's for Toner Tuesday, and I'll put it in Adam's. He has a special folder for that. So what else are we? Oh, Shannon, do you want me to show your coin? So Shannon actually
sure.
has a really, really super nice cherry pick. Do you want to talk about it a little bit and tell them where you got it from and stuff while I pull up the pictures?
Sure. Well, basically, I was taking some of Adam's advice on how to kind of look at some stuff on eBay, which basically is spend hours and hours looking at coins and see what you can find, I guess, is a big thing. But I kind of picked a coin that I wanted to just look for a good example for my own collection, and was going through and saw this price that was, most of them were selling around 30 or 40 bucks. And then I see one that's for like 150, and I'm like, well, why is that one going up so high? And turns out it was the 1939 doubled Monticello nickel, if anyone's familiar with that. And it wasn't listed as that variety, but some people had already noticed, and there's obviously the reason why is because it's really super nice. So I decided that I would kind of go after it and sniped it at the last minute with a really huge bid, but I actually paid less for it than what I put in as my bid target, so I felt like I did well. And
1 second, I lost the pictures.
Adam helped me send it in to have it graded because I don't have a membership yet, and it came back, and yeah.
I'm bringing it up.
Boom.
Very nice.
MS-66.
MS-66. So it's worth a lot more than I paid for it, which, that's...
And I also sent in this one for Shannon. Oh.
Yeah, and I'll tell a different story about that one, actually. So look at that doubling. That's one of the doublings that you don't really have to know what you're looking for, almost. Kind of like that 55 Lincoln cent. Just incredible.
Is it for sale?
Not right now, actually. I've thought about it and what I'm going to do with it, and right now I'm just going to keep it because it's that's the probably most valuable coin in my collection.
Checkbook's right here, Shannon.
We'll talk off screen.
Paula, do you want me to? I have the. They have the True Views. If you want to look at those.
Yeah, share them. Oh, you want me to pull it up?
I'm working on it here.
Okay, yeah, because I don't. You have to send me.
So the other coin, I actually brought this other coin, which is it's a 1950 quarter, and it's the D over S variety, and I actually brought that to the Coin Q&A last year to kind of have them look at it and make sure I wasn't like getting the wrong thing or whatever. So so it was talked about, and everyone said, super nice looking coin and all that good stuff. And so I figured I would just try and have that graded. That one I actually bought at my local coin shop, and they weren't too expensive. And I thought, looking at it myself, I thought, well, it's a pretty nice looking coin. So had him send that one off, and it came back the MS63, which is not shabby. So
Not shabby at all.
I feel like that was pretty good. And there's Silver Stacker in training.
There he
Boom.
is.
Thank you,
Thank
Stephen.
you so much, Stephen. I actually went and watched some of his videos. So if you guys want to see somebody having fun with silver stacker in training, go check out his channel. He has a lot of silver, and it is so much fun to watch him play with it. But it triggers me because I want to search them all for variety.
Very generous super chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He's gonna single-handedly finance our trip to be in the coin show.
Yep, he is. Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
Pretty amazing. I'm gonna put his link up.
Yep, I'm going to.
What's the next coin show you want to travel to?
Well, we would like to go to Phoenix.
For the National Money Show, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about driving out to that one. That's not too far from me.
Yeah, I know. Well, for me, it's 16 hours or something like that. So it's less for you.
Oh yeah, just one state away. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be it's a really good show, I've heard. So.
The last time I went to one of the National Money Shows, it was up in Sacramento. It was a good show.
Yeah, I wish they'd bring it to Sacramento. That would be easy for me to go to. But
yeah.
So we'll see. We're gonna try to see if we can make arrangements to maybe have like an educational booth there or something. Would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you're in contact with the folks at the ANA, they will definitely, especially the sooner you tell them, they reserve tables for clubs and groups. As long as you're not selling coins there, they'll give you a free table.
Oh yeah, no, we would definitely want to do something for them, for their educational thing. So, doesn't Walter work for? You know him, right?
Walt Ostromecki?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he gave me this pin right there. His name's on it.
Oh, he's actually talked on your.
Oh yeah, Walt's former president of ANA. Yep.
I would love to have him on our show.
That might be able to be arranged. Let me know.
Wink, wink.
You could get up here and give.
That would be cool.
You could get on here and do like a infomercial for ANA and collecting, and just get mostly youth involved. And what he's doing a lot lately is he goes to a lot of coin club meetings, and he does a lot of Boy Scout merit badge workshops, and trying to get the kids involved.
I believe he does a fantastic presentation about the minting process.
One of his other really good ones he does is paranormal coins and money. So he does a presentation on coins that have like ghosts and devils and.
I saw something about that.
That sounds like my.
I know that's right up Adam's alley.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
He does that with another guy from our club. They do that, and Walt. I guess another one of his big collections, if it's ever of interest, is he collects the $2 bills from the bicentennial year that had the stamps and cancellations on them. You could take your $2 bill and get the day they were issued, I guess, and get a stamp, and they would cancel them. So he's got those from all different cities from all over the country, and does a presentation on those too.
I think the one he did for you was like on errors. Like,
Possible, yeah.
Minting errors versus damage or something.
Well, remember, since you mentioned it, Paula's talking about Glendale Coin Club. We do the meetings on my channel. At least we have been doing it for the last a little over 2 years now, ever since COVID started. We couldn't meet in person. So if you guys want to watch back, I mean, we got over 20 different Coin Club meetings on there, all with educational presentations on there. They're all on my channel. You guys can watch it.
We're still doing it, right?
What's that?
You haven't stopped doing it.
No, we're still doing it. Even though we're back meeting live, we're still broadcasting the part of the meeting along with the educational presentation. We're trying to do that, at least. Trying to keep it going.
I hope that you keep doing it, because I don't have a coin club. And if you guys don't have a coin club, it really is fun to go watch his coin club.
Yeah.
We're trying to have fun with it.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. You've had some amazing presentations on
and almost all of them are because of Walt hooking us up.
Really? Nice.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's, like I said, former ANA president, and he just knows everybody, and he can convince them to get on our show for a half hour, so it's easy.
Well, hook us up.
There it is. Hubba hubba.
There it is.
Hubba hubba.
I actually got to see that coin in person. Those pictures that they saw earlier, I took at the coin show in Grove.
Yep, those are awesome pictures too.
We were going around teasing all the people and asking them, "What do you think this coin would grade?"
Nobody got it right except for Adam.
Well, there was one. Wasn't that one?
Yeah, the guy from
the dealer
from where I live, Raymore. Yeah.
Shannon, tell us all, please, because you know that almost all of the fun of a coin like this is finding it and then getting it graded and all that. You've had your fun with it. You don't want it anymore, do you?
I know you want this coin now.
I mean, that's most of the fun. Believe me, I put sets together. I've done stuff, but once you've done it, it's like, what are you going to sit and look at it?
I haven't even got to hold it yet, though.
I'm just teasing.
I bought a special holder for it too. Where is my?
Not get full steps, but it has a lot of steps.
It does have a lot of steps. Yeah. I sure wish it was full steps, but
graded MS66.
MS66.
MS66. Yep. And yeah, it was
DDR.
My mouth kind of dropped.
MS63. Somebody said. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Not naming any names.
Shannon, Albert says I'll play Star Wars with you for a week.
We'll do a whole week of Star Wars. Oh, I don't know. First, I have to get it because it's still over there with Adam, so it's not too far from
in
me.
The box. Came, this
the gold box.
I want that box.
I have a bunch of them. I have like 5 or 6 of them.
I'll send you money for one. I want.
Paula's got dibs.
I know. I want an orange box. I can't.
Yeah, those are actually tough.
Got my mint green box.
They're paying up for the orange ones. Like somebody.
Yeah, Paula hooked me up with a mint one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a few of them, but.
Do I sell used cars when I'm not dealing coins in the gun? No, that's my sister that does that.
I think the orange boxes were only given out with the colorized basketball.
Oh, the basketball. That's right.
Yeah, you had to send in an order of basketball Hall of Fame coins, I guess, to get those. And it was for a limited time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So anyway.
Put it under my pillow for a week.
We have some questions.
Okay.
Anthony asked, where should I send a coin to be authenticated? Well, it depends. Are you trying to authenticate like a new discovery or maybe a new error, or are you trying to get the coin graded so that you can get a grade? There's a lot of things that you mean authenticated. Or do you want to see if it's not counterfeit, which
a lot of times we can look at things for you, and you could definitely send us pictures, and we can look at it and let you know what we think, and then send you give you the information where you need to go after that.
Yeah, without knowing what you have or what kind of coin or what it is, I mean, to send one coin to any of the major grading companies is going to cost you a lot of money. and plus you got to be a member if it's either PCGS or NGC. And take the free option first. Just send these guys a photo, and they might be able to tell you if it's real or not. But if it's like a $20 gold piece, you might need to go a little further and see, like, well, then you check the weight, maybe even have it analyzed at a local shop.
Yeah,
there's a lot of free ways. All your goal is to authenticate it. Now, if you're trying to resell it or something, then maybe there's a different answer.
So he said new discovery. So that was
Wexler, Wiles.
But you can still send it to us first, and we can help you verify that it is what you think it is.
Yeah.
We can give you our opinion, and we can also send you. We like to send people to Coneca, and because Wexler's pretty backed up, and there's been a couple of issues.
Mm-hmm.
He is amazing, but I think that he is a little over his head right now.
overwhelmed.
A little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because we've actually had some things be submitted to him, and it's natural for a lot of things in this hobby. You'll get even the experts will not agree. And so Wexler we've had some people send submissions to him, and he has called things not double dyes, and then they've sent them to James Wiles, and he has called them. They said that they are double dyes. In fact, we just got an email in the inbox where that happened. So, well, it wasn't the person actually didn't send this coin to Wexler, but somebody else. I had seen this double dye before, and the person had sent it to Wexler, and he said it was a dye gouge. And anyway, Wiles is calling it a DDR. So
well, and you guys don't underestimate the service that these guys provide every week too. I mean, for free, you send them pictures, take good pictures, please, of your coins, and they're not going to pressure to, like, there's no pressure to try to sell the coin to these guys or anything too. Like if you took it to your local coin shop, you might have a great find, and depending on your local coin shop, could be hit or miss on whether they're going to be really fair or try to buy something from you cheap. Take advantage of this. It's free. Send them a picture every now and then.
Thanks.
And they'll point you in the right direction after that.
So Joey's asking about 26S Peace Dollar. Go to VAM World. Okay. This is where you can find all of them. You got Morgans, you got Peace Dollars, you got your top 50 Elite 30, top 100, Hot 50, and Hit List 40. And he's wanting to know if they have something with all over polishing, which more than likely that could be, it's not necessarily probably a VAM. Could be, I guess, if it was.
Well, they're all VAMs, right?
Yeah, pretty much all of them. Yeah.
Even normal is still a VAM.
Yeah, VAM 1 is a normal die. Yeah. So, but this is the best place to kind of, there's a lot for 1926S. So it can take a little while to find which one you're looking for. But, if you have like a whole Saturday to sit there and look at them all, then that's probably the best way to do it. Usually what I do is I'll kind of go, you can sort it by reverse here. And so sometimes this will help you kind of just determine which one you need to look for. So,
pretty much all VAMs are, and Michael, you can correct me if I'm wrong, are Van Allen and Malice, who it's basically they cataloged dye pairings. Mm-hmm. So they catalog them by cracks and dye markers, pretty much. So that's all that VAMs are. There are certain VAMs that are special varieties, double dyes, things like that, and those are where you get, the top 100s or
these right here. The money is in these three right here and these two. Okay. And there are some like elite clash ones, varieties, which are just crazy. Some of them are really insane. But
is it Malice or Malice? I heard somebody wanting to correct me on that. I want to pronounce it right.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Mollusk,
honest.
mallet, I don't know.
I just say VAM.
Potato, bam. Yeah.
But anyway, Joey, that's where you can find your VAMs, and that's probably going to be the best place for you to start.
Definitely the best place. Yeah, for sure. And good luck to you. I hate looking those things up. Some of the years and mint marks are, I mean, some of them are, there's just so many. And some are so close.
That's expensive.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of money. If you have it, we want to see it too.
So let's look it up. Let's look at what PCGS has it priced at.
I'm going to look right now.
What is it, a Philly or Denver? I didn't see. Was it a Philly or a Denver?
I think it's a Philly.
Okay, so let's look that up.
Which Philly is the more expensive one. So let's see here.
1992, close AM. MS66, she said, right?
It's going to be a red if it's in that grade and it doesn't
And
exist.
if it's PCGS, you can actually look up the number and they'll give you a suggested price. That doesn't mean what it's going to get. It could get more.
It says there's one that's graded a 67 red and there's no 65s or 66s.
Yeah, I don't see any 66. Is it PCGS? It must be NGC. Where is that?
There's
question?
a 92 close AM. There's a 67.
For PCGS?
Mm-hmm.
I am not seeing it.
Let's see here.
Okay. I don't see a six. I don't see a 67.
Price guide for an MS66 red.
Oh, red. Okay.
Close AM.
That's why I'm not seeing it because
is $15,000.
There it is.
For a PCGS coin.
Correct.
Remember, PCGS price guides for PCGS coins.
Yep. So and
yeah.
Oh, I guess I should. Sorry, I was going to share it so you could see it.
Yeah, it must be Gringo because she said, "Paula, I'm home! Yay, Tupac." It
Right
may
here,
be MS67. It's beautiful, and thank you. So it's graded, Monica?
Not if she's unclear about the grade. Maybe
Yeah.
67. Maybe, I don't know, unless she thinks it's an upgrade.
And you're positive it's a close AM? I would love to see pictures of it.
That would be great for your next show, even if it's already slabbed, just to show off and teach us what the difference between close and wide AM, because some of us viewing may not even have a clue and don't look at stuff like that.
Yeah, if you could send us pictures, Monica, that would be awesome. We would love to show it off on the show for sure. MS67 is a 26,500 is what the PCGS suggested. But
that's a new car. Well, no, actually, no. Sorry,
that doesn't always
that's
mean
a half
anything.
of a new car.
It used to be a new car.
They don't go up for sale very often, so they go by historical prices. You know, you could put that into auction. It could go either way, less or more.
I'm assuming Eunice is talking about the ANA Chicago show where a dealer was robbed. I was there and they were talking about it.
There were several. Apparently, at that show, there were several.
Yes. Yeah.
But this Lady J, she was talking about it too. She said that somebody brought in, the guy was setting up and walked away,
had a cart,
like a dolly or a cart, and just grabbed the cases, showcases, and there was jewelry, coins, all kinds of stuff.
I mean, there's robberies at shows all over the country, like every month, pretty much, and some of them are just people sticking a hand in a case and everything. But this one's a little different because it was during dealer setup, where there's only supposed to be dealers in the room and security, and a lot of dealers, and it's just a wake up call to everybody that does shows. It's a lot of the security gets a little bit more lax because it's a more of a trusted environment, and really you're coming from your car nothing's locked up at that point. You know, you're still setting up, and you still got to kind of keep your head on a swivel and watch what's going on and keep an eye on your inventory. But it doesn't always happen because you just trust all the people there. And what happened with this one is someone just grabbed the entire showcase, and there's dealers. You got to remember, this is during setup. There's dealers wheeling things in on carts all over the place, back and forth. So to blame security's just, they didn't see anything wrong here. They just saw someone grabbing a case and wheeling it just like everybody else in the room is doing. And what they did, I guess, is they flipped the case upside down, so it just looked like an empty case wheeling out the door, and it's
I heard.
a little bit crazy.
If I were in that situation, I would not be leaving my stuff like the guy.
Well, they have everything on cameras and everything, and yeah, but I mean, just as a dealer, you got to have insurance. So if stuff, you know, insurance will cover you if you got a good insurance policy. That's one of the perks of the ANA membership. You can get insurance policies through Hugh Wood if you're a member of the ANA. And but yeah, I mean, definitely going to be watching stuff at the table more and not walking away. And they're working on ways to improve this for everybody in the future. But it's just I haven't heard of it happening like this like that before.
So Christy Allen, those sets, they actually have the 7. So there's 7 normal business strike varieties for the 1982. There's 7 normal business strike and a normal proof. Then there is the one that everybody looks for, the 1982D small date copper. But those 7 coin sets for 1982, they're not worth being graded. They're just a set that's put together. They're great to have to help you learn to identify large and small dates, because that is a problem. Some people have. Really, everybody has a problem with it until they actually hold them in their hand. And then once you see a small date, you never forget what it looks like. But those sets you can get for pretty cheap, and they're not worth being graded. So because they're typically not really high grade coins either, and they would have to be really high grade to be worth grading. I'm sure I've seen a bunch of those sets, and different people put them together. And
doesn't NGC have black holders? Or do they
dealers can get them if you do a bulk submission. Like there's some that do the silver eagles with the black, and there's some that do them with red or blue or whatever color you want if you get enough of them graded. But yeah, I mean, it's just collector preference, Michael. I see there whether it should be a black holder or white, and NGC just does a standard white holder for almost everything, and you know, PCGS does clear, you know, kind of, which I prefer the clear holder. I mean, I like to not be, you know, yeah, some coins look better with a white background, some with black, yeah.
Okay.
But you got to remember too, Michael, if you start doing different color holders for different types of coins, most collectors aren't going to like that. There's a lot of collectors have a little bit of OCD, I guess, and that's one of the reasons the grading companies, not only to combat counterfeiting, they change the holder every couple of years, because a lot of collectors will resubmit their entire collection to get it so all their stuff matches, and they make a lot of money off of that.
Now, one thing I did notice on the state, not the state quarters, the America Park quarters, they have been putting them in either obverse up or reverse up, and some of them it doesn't. And like I noticed, like some of them, like I don't know if there was just not a consistency, you know, to grading those.
Yeah, usually they put the side with showing the different national park or whatever, the different, you know, the part that changes on the, you know, part facing up.
Yeah.
And the one that bothers people even more are the shield scents. They started in 2010 putting the shield side up.
Yes, they did.
Because it was the newest, latest thing, and they had just done the 2009 with the 4 different reverse side up. But then in 2011, 2012, and so on, they keep putting the shield side up, and it doesn't match any of the other Lincoln, and that's what they do by default, and it just bothers a lot of Lincoln sets.
It does annoy collectors, because I know that some of the people with the quarters are like so.
And when you submit coins, though, you can ask them to submit it however you want. Just got to be real clear on the forms, and like sometimes if I have a nice toned coin, but it's only toned on the reverse, you got to get that slabbed reverse up, because if you have it sitting in your case And like this coin here, if this was toned on the other side, no one would ever see it. But if I show this side and show the tone side, every single person walking by is going to ask, what's the date? What's the grade? So you got to have them slabbed the right way. And sometimes they don't do it. You got to send it in again. And
all about presentation. So
absolutely.
That's great advice.
Right here, real quick, Paula, can you show this?
Yeah.
So many people keep asking. This is the guide for ANA member benefits. People were asking about dealer and collector insurance. Right there, Hugh Wood. You guys can call them right there, email them. They'll give you policies as collectors or dealers or however you want. So if you try to insure your coin collection through your homeowner's insurance, very, very expensive. Don't even bother calling them. Call these guys up. If you keep most of your stuff in a safe deposit box, it's a real cheap policy. If you have a safe at home, it's pretty cheap. But depending on how much you want insured and what you're doing and how much you're carrying around, you can also get policy coverage that'll cover your coins through the mail if you do a lot of mail-in coins around. Or it's worth calling them up, and that alone is worth your ANA membership to get access to that company and deal with them. You got to pay for that, of course, but it's give you a lot of peace of mind. And you can even get coverage, like if you're traveling to the ANA show in Phoenix that Paula was mentioning earlier, you can get coverage here to say, hey, when I go to a show, I want to be covered for $10,000 or $25,000, whatever number you want, just carrying coins around in my backpack and in my hotel room. So while you're at the show, you don't have to worry, like, oh, if something happens, then you're covered. So
it's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. I didn't even think about that when I went to Grove when I took all
yeah,
this with me.
Yeah.
And we just heard about the Chicago, robbery while you're setting up. I mean, at a show, just all the people going around. I mean, you just got to make sure talk to them, and they'll cover you with whatever you want to get covered for.
Okay, so first I'm going to say Sean's in the chat, and thank you for the $20 super chat.
Sean.
He does that. He feels guilty about not being here, so he'll throw us a super chat.
The next thing, though, I'm going to say is there's a lot of questions about insurance and, how much, like for your private collection, how much would your collection need to be before you get insurance? Who would be a good person to go or good company to go to for that type of insurance for a personal collection? Those kinds of things are coming up. So
just like any insurance, I mean, how upset would you be if you lost it all and lost all that money? I mean, if you have a collection that's worth $10,000, can you afford to lose all that? Some people, yes. Some people, no.
And can't you do that through like your homeowner's insurance too?
You can. They'll absolutely give you a policy in your homeowner's insurance. It'll be very, very expensive. If you try to do jewelry or any kind of
on it.
Yeah, and it'll be a big deductible. They basically view it as cash, and it's like really tough to get a homeowner's policy to give you a fair rate. I challenge all of you guys, call up your local homeowners and whoever you use for your homeowners and say, hey, I have a coin collection. I want covered $50,000, and just see what that's going to do to your premium. And it's just going to be insane. It'll be well over $1,000 a year extra on your policy. No doubt. Probably more than that. But then give Hugh Wood a call, say, hey, I'm an ANA member, and they'll cover you a lot more for much, much less. And they're familiar with the hobby, and they're familiar with what's going on. So if you ever have to make a claim, and I've made one claim one time, and it was very easy, super easy.
Well, I would imagine with typical homeowner insurance, they probably have had quite a bit of fraud. It probably is something that they have not had, they've had bad experiences with. Whereas
think about
somebody who does it for ANA members, they pretty much know that, it's a good
think about what we're talking about here. You're talking about insuring coins, and homeowners insurance are usually dealing with insuring a house or a car or property, major things. So if you say there was a fire or something, they can come out and check that out easily. But if you say your coin collection was stolen, and like what was in there? Oh, and everybody that makes a claim can say, oh yeah, there was a bunch of extra gold coins there too, right? And how do you prove any of that? So a lot of the homeowners policies are going to require you to keep updated lists on file with them of what you own, what you paid for it, and all this stuff. And do you really want your local insurance guy to know exactly what's in your safe? I don't.
Yeah, they want pictures. They want all kinds of things. I mean, sometimes you have to get them appraised. Most of the time you have to get the collection appraised, and they want that kind of stuff. So.
And I know that Hugh Wood, when they do different policies for collectors, they require different things, but generally you don't have to give them lists of your stuff. And you just, now if you have to make a claim, you might have to go back and, show your record keeping and show like, well, this is what I had, and maybe go back and try to figure out what you bought where. But they're familiar with how it works, and they're not going to nitpick on, oh, wait, did you really have that coin there or not? And, unless you're talking really, really high value stuff, like if you have coins that are like over 10,000 each, they might start requiring more detail.
Right. But they probably account for most of that and how much you're going to pay for that insurance.
Yeah, and believe me, I mean, I'll tell you right now. I can't tell you my details right now, but let's just say my first policy I had with them years ago, I was covered for $250,000 at a show. And it was less than $2,000 a year premium. And that covered me every shipment I did through the mail up to, I think, $50,000. So just that alone, just not paying postal insurance all year, probably paid for that policy or close to it. But I mean, homeowners insurance is way, way more. But just to give you a peace of mind, like when you set up at a show that's a 2-day show and just leaving your cases there overnight, and, just it's worth it. Or traveling on an airplane with a bag full of stuff, or
That's scary. It is scary. I probably would have been a lot less nervous had I got insurance, and it didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, Marianne says right there, homeowner's policy will only cover $250 in cash. That's what they'll do if you ever make if your house burns down tomorrow and you have a homeowner's insurance policy and you say my coin collection's gone, they'll give you $250 or $500, whatever they cover for cash. They don't care if it's gold coin, silver, they just consider it all cash. Unless you have a special rider that you pay for, which will be expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's in the chat now, so.
Cool.
We had a brand new coin collector there.
That's why I bury mine in mason jars in the yard. I agree, Treasure Charger.
Make sure you have a map for a trusted family member to find them. I have actually a guy in our coin club. He buries PVC pipes full of silver dollars in his yard, and it's just,
oh my gosh.
My gosh, I mean, if something ever happens to him, me and another guy in the coin club, we're going to go metal detecting in his yard for his wife.
Yeah.
We don't even know if she knows where everything's at. But
kind of like the guy Stand By Me, where he was digging up his, trying to find his penny collection under the
the guy actually told us about it at a coin club meeting one time, and he's like, he showed us one of the PVC pipes he uses to do it and everything. He calls it the Midnight Gardener, and he goes out because he's digging in the middle of the night and burying his stuff.
Vegas Vacation. When he's out
Cousin
there,
Eddie. Yeah.
He's out there to Cousin Eddie digging for the coffee cans full of.
Well, remember what
go play war at the casino or whatever.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors.
Guess the number. What number am I thinking?
Nope, wrong.
Didn't we see a video though? There was a lady that was saying that her grandmother, who was very elderly and was, near her time, was talking about there's money in the walls, and they thought she was crazy, but they had been stashing stuff in the walls.
Yeah, I didn't know where their stuff was. One day I was looking at the wall and was like, Yeah. There's something weird about that wall.
Crazy.
Well, whether it's cash or whether it's coins, I mean, I think every collector should have at least one or two close family members. You should at least let them know what you have and where it's at, because I've seen, my other job is I'm a part-time attorney, and I do some estate planning work, and I've heard some stories that like stuff like coins and cash disappear instantly when someone passes away, and first person to find it gets it, basically. And nobody knows how much was there.
Right.
It makes me wonder how many of these old folks have hidden cash in their mattresses, and the mattresses have been disposed of, because what's the first thing you get rid of if somebody dies, like the mattress, right?
Absolutely.
Tom Jameson said, if you had a brand new coin collector, what would be the best advice you could give them for starting off? And that's a great question. We don't get that question a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people probably want to ask that question. So first of all, you've done the first best thing by being here and watching us.
That's one of them. There's actually a lot of good YouTubers that do give out, a lot of good information.
So I am not. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm not. The Red Book is a great first resource book. It is great. It has a ton of great information in it. Just general coin knowledge information. Just general coin information. I wouldn't use it as a price guide. Typically, the prices are it's 2 years before they even it goes to publication, right? That the prices are like
they've already got the 2023 out or something coming out, or 2024 is coming out in a couple months, I think.
And they don't give a big enough grade range for prices and stuff like that. So,
right.
But for general coin information, the Red Book is great.
The bang for the buck is amazing. For like about $20, you get history of collecting for about 20, 30 pages. Goes for everything from colonials to tokens and medals, and tells you a little bit about each thing, tells you how to grade each coin, gives you general pricing. I mean,
buy a used one that's like 2 or 3 years old. You can get it for a few bucks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got the same information.
Absolutely. That's where I would start. And then, I mean, that's assuming you collect in U.S. coins, and just collect what you like and have fun with it and ask lots of questions.
Yeah, figure out what you like. If you want to start with errors and varieties, which is what most people on YouTube collect or want to collect. And the reason for that is because they watch a video. You can find this in your pocket change, and it's usually some outrageously expensive error variety, 69S double die or something that 99.9% of us are never, ever going to find. But if you do find that you like that and you want to learn about it and you want to collect errors and varieties, you have to learn the minting process. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If you do not learn the minting process, you will be lost. Everything you look at will be an error of variety, and it's not, because most of it's damaged or machine doubling or something like that. So you have to start with the minting process is your training wheels. You have to start there. There's no quick way, easy way. It's a difficult niche in the hobby, and it takes a lot of study.
One more thing I always recommend, not only to new collectors, but all the collectors in here, and I get a lot of pushback on it from some collectors, but I still think it's very important, is all of us out there, collectors, we buy lots of coins. Everyone needs to sell coins sometimes. You have to do this. And some people go, I never sell anything. I keep everything. Well, you have to sell coins every now and then, because if you don't sell a coin every now and then, how the heck are you ever going to know if you're paying a fair price? I mean, you might go to your local dealer and just buy, but then try to sell a coin. Maybe don't even go through with the sale. Just offer something for sale back. And if they offer you pretty close, and you'll see what their margins are, and you'll know if you're getting treated fairly pretty quick. I mean, I think before you go spend tons and tons and tons of money buying from one or two sources, try to sell back every now and then. And especially when you start getting into some of these errors and varieties, some of them, like the one Shannon showed earlier, is worth quite a bit, and almost anybody would want to buy that. Any coin dealer out there. Some of the varieties that you'll see, they might talk about high prices, but if you try to sell one to them, are they going to pay anywhere close to the numbers they're talking about? I don't know. You should find out. Yeah,
but don't ever try to sell a coin that you have overpaid for the price that you paid for it.
Right.
That will end up, you have one, and Michael Kittle can vouch for this. You don't get very many opportunities, very many chances in this hobby to make a first impression. Usually you get one, and a bad reputation will follow you forever. Word gets around quick.
I'm still not selling you that nickel though right now, Michael.
Yeah.
Don't have to do it right now. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah, but we have a website, what's our website? livecoinqa.com. livecoinqa.com is our website. Thank you, Shannon. And we have, there's informational sites. If you pull down coin info, if you pull down, we have some great informational sites. And I believe the video for the modern minting process is on that. If not, YouTube, ANA, American Numismatic Association, has a YouTube channel, as does the U.S. Mint. Both of those have minting process videos. So,
Absolutely.
and the ANA's YouTube channel has the Learning Academy. We have great videos on there. So, Walt has a lot. I want to call him Walter. Walt has a lot of videos on there.
Al wants us to play golf for it. And whoever wins gets the coin.
I wouldn't mind going golfing.
I'm surprised you didn't buy that golfing thing that I showed you, Michael.
Oh, that was really cool.
I wanted to buy it, and I don't even play golf. I think that's pretty cool.
It's a PGA 2K21 match. Huh? That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Have you ever heard of the 1926S P-Staller over-polished VAM? Didn't you ask that already, Joey?
I haven't heard of it, Joey. I haven't.
Joey did already ask that. Joey, a little bit, probably about 30 minutes ago, I had suggested going to VAM World and researching the 26S.
Yeah, what part of that is over-polished? Because over-polishing on a die can be on any die, any coin, any year, any denomination. That's what the two feather buffaloes are. That's what the three-legged buffalo is. Yeah, lots of.
And Joey, just because I haven't heard of it doesn't mean it's not special or anything. I just really don't get into the silver dollar varieties that much, unless it's something major enough that's in the cherry picker's guide, or major enough to be what they call a red book variety, where when we look in the red book, it'll just list it there without any, other like weird, number attribute. Just major varieties. I know those, but
yeah. He's preparing his stacking related questions for tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Michael Kittle is going to be on Coin Crew tomorrow. I don't know what time, if you know what time that they're on.
That's true. I believe, I think it starts at
on us.
Somewhere around like 4 Pacific, maybe 7 Eastern. It's the show they do called Shop Talk, where he gets on and talks to another coin dealer, and we'll talk about probably a lot of bullion related talk, because that seems that they talk about a lot on there, but we'll try to talk about anything, whatever people want to chat about. So I was invited to do the Coin Crew.
So you can tell them they have a 3-cent nickel. I can't remember what the year was, but it lists the it's a triple die.
Oh.
And it lists the FS number, and then in parentheses it says like 006.
Yeah, the old number.
The old, yeah. So you can let them know that is the old cherry pickers. The 4th, I think, is when they still listed those. I hated that numbering system.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I think they think it's like a different.
Oh, okay.
Variety.
Yeah, if that comes up, I'll let them know for sure.
Because he's pretty proud of that. It is a really nice coin. So.
Is it graded?
It is.
It is.
Yeah, and they graded it. They have the FS number, and then in parentheses they have 006. And I think they think, or maybe down below it, I think they think that's a different variety, but it's actually the old. If you guys ever see that on the slabs, they'll say like FS 801 or whatever, and then below it they'll have like a number in parentheses. That's the old Phoebus Stanton numbering system, cherry pickers numbering system. So I don't know why they still do that, why they still slab them like that, but maybe people request it.
I think they did for a while, or they do on some coins. I don't. I think that actually, if you look up on PCGS's population report, they'll have different coin numbers, all for the same variety, and depending on which coin number you submit, that's what label you get.
That's what it has.
because it's just all in their system and they're not really looking at that.
Wanda's asking if anyone's run into a 2020 Native American proof with doubled edge lettering.
I have not seen any, Wanda, but if you have one, send it to us because I love those edge lettering varieties.
Is that even possible on the proof? Because isn't the
not
proof
on the proof,
with the color?
True. That's true. On the proof, it would have to be like,
unless the whole coin was double struck, right?
Yeah, because on the proofs, the edge lettering is actually on the collar. It's in a sectioned collar. We talked about that. Good. I'm glad you saw it. I didn't even catch that. Yeah, on the proof.
I know that's the way the presidential dollars work. I assume they're still doing the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, all the proofs, any edge lettering on any of the proofs, they're all the collar. They're in the collar. So
100 viewers in the chat.
To send a proof coin through that lettering mill, that would be no bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Gringo's mentioning a free coin giveaway, and JW's mentioning a giveaway. Look at that.
That's
Nice.
right. You guys haven't got in on Michael Kittle's free monthly. There's only a couple days left. And Gringo's giveaway. Make sure that you get over there and leave him a comment.
Yeah, he's giving away some really cool Pepsi Cap coins that are made of silver. If you guys like those, and definitely check that out. But here's the prizes for this month, and I think they want to see a sneak preview of what's next month. Maybe you guys want to see that.
Yeah.
JW, who's in the chat. September is his birthday month, and he's from Iowa. So he's giving away a silver proof Iowa quarter. Look at that.
JW's birthday.
Awesome. Thank you for sending that in, JW. Very generous for the monthly free coin giveaway. Oh, there's more, though, too.
But wait.
Well, these.
What's that for? September's giveaway?
September's giveaway preview. First time showing on YouTube.
Oh,
right there.
you've got a Denver there?
And a Philly.
The Denver, if that high grade Denver, the proof 70s on those Denver are hard to get.
Yeah, definitely. The Denvers are going for a big premium. So, yeah, these coins will be the monthly giveaway starting on September 1st. Check it out and just leave a comment. And I might add one more coin to that. And you'll see in the video when I do that, September 1st.
Who would have thunk that the Denver would be the one that everybody...
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Everybody was going crazy about the Carson City privy mark, whatever that was. And,
yeah.
But, yeah, I guess once the grading comes back, then things change.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's asking about, said he has a 56D RPM 001 FS 501 in parentheses 22.1. Is the 22.1 the old Cherry Picker's Guide number, I think?
Yep. What is it? 50, I can actually show you.
56D RPM.
Yeah, I think in the very back of the Cherry Picker's Guide, there's like a cross-reference chart, too.
56D. Five. 56D, what is it?
FS 501, RPM 1.
So this is the old.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that number is what would be in parentheses. So that's the old numbering system.
Right.
I like my Cherry Pickers.
Is there an easy way to tell the difference between a coin with gold toning and a coin that has gold plating wearing off?
Yeah, look on the edge. Look in the reading.
Yeah, you look at the very protected, or like the reading, or just real close to the devices, like where the like Liberty's face or the lettering. And if it's plating, you'll wear off on all the high points and exposed areas, but your finger won't be able to get into all the little nooks and crannies to wear it as easily.
Yeah, because typically there won't be any weight difference. Especially not if it's worn off that plating. But the
toning should go pretty evenly over everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry I was late. Well, shame on you for being late. For
want to see
those of
some
you
other fun
guys
stuff,
that
Paula?
what?
You want to see some other fun stuff?
Of course I do. For those of you guys that came in late, Michael Kittle is the talking hand down there. He has a
Two of them.
YouTube channel. He has two of them. Go figure, and they match. He has a YouTube channel, Michael Kittle Rare Coins. He has amazing coins and amazing knowledge. He is a walking encyclopedia. His channel is pinned at the top there, so go check him out. He's gonna show us something amazing, and I'm gonna put him up here.
And if you really want to hear good stuff about coins and other things, watch his gaming channel too. Just saying.
Counter stamp, right?
So this here has a turkey counter stamp on it.
Yep.
Awesome.
And this one here, it's just a Franklin half proof, 1962. And this was one of the first counter stamps done by Mel Wax, who's known for doing counter stamps, and he lives here in Southern California. It's got a turkey right in the middle of the Liberty Bell counter stamped on there. The most famous one that Mel Wax is known for is this one right here, the Camp David Peace Accord one. That's a real popular one from 1978. He stamped them on a lot of mostly 1922 and 1923 peace dollars. And yeah, very
That
cool.
is so awesome.
And he has a website. He's Mel Wax, I guess he's part of the Jewish American Hall of Fame, and he did all their Jewish American Hall of Fame medals, and a lot of those are really cool too. If you haven't seen those before, and he does these counter stamp coins, a real collectible. I think there's about 30 different ones commemorating different things where he just counter stamps something into a different coin, and yeah, cool.
That is a great lead-in to something that people talk about all the time, and I think maybe we could let you. Whoops, what did I do? Oh, you know what? Did I just have? No. Anyway. So a lot of people think that is illegal.
Counter stamps?
And yeah, counter stamping, elongated cents, things like that. So I think that Michael Kittle is a perfect one to explain why that is not illegal.
Well, the rule is
defacing.
Well, there are laws about defacing money, but you can, as long as it's not for fraudulent purposes, you're okay. Basically, that's the long and short of it. And speaking of defacing money, I think I got a piece of defaced money here somewhere.
Technology is
Piece of defaced money.
How about this one? There's another big counter stamp.
That's awesome.
Dan Carr counter stamp over a 5-ounce quarter.
Dan Carr around here somewhere. This one.
There you go. Trapped in the house.
Yeah.
Nice.
$1,200, not enough for anybody.
I love it. I know. The back is so funny. It's so busy. There's so much on there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like a modern version of like a Hard Times token. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
I had to get both years. I think I
absolutely. But yeah, that's how Dan Carr, he does a lot of the over strikes where he makes a brand new die and like strikes a 1964 peace dollar over an old peace dollar and doesn't put a copy stamp on it. That's severely altering a U.S. coin, but he's not doing so passing it off as an original because he's making dates that don't exist, and that's just another, loophole in the law, basically. And if he ever made dates that actually exist, then he would be getting in some trouble.
How can a Lincoln get a die dent on Lincoln's neck? So Lincoln's neck on the cent, even though most of the bust is a low part on the die, Lincoln's neck is actually more flush with the field of the die. And lots of things can happen at the mint. Dies get dropped. Things get dropped on dies. The dies get scratched. Lots of things can happen. So that would be how a Lincoln cent could get a die dent. Counter stamps are cool. I love funky stuff. Anybody who knows me knows that I have an affinity for the oddball weird stuff. So
Yeah,
elongated scents.
she is
are
oddball and weird.
I am. Elongated scents are my kids. When I die, my kids are going to go, what in the heck is this? On a lot of my stuff. They're going to think I lost my mind. Amber.
Ashley West Coast. What's up?
Amber up here.
The West Coast is with the mostest. There's a lot of Freemason counterstamps. Yes, there are. You see those. Yeah. And you also see a lot of those Lincoln scents with Kennedy's profile, facing each other.
That's actually a pretty famous one, a pretty well-known one.
Right, because didn't they make that for like anniversary of something?
It comes on a card.
It comes on a card, yeah.
Yeah, that and the states, the counter stamp from the Lincoln cent with the states. They have actually a big map that you can get that.
Oh, that would be cool.
Different states.
That would be cool.
Intaglio Mint, yeah, they have some cool stuff. What are you showing there? Some gold coins?
A little bit.
Are those gold plated?
I told Michael Kittle to show off a little bit. Some cool stuff that you don't see.
This here is PCGS MS64 St. Gaudens $20 gold piece. A lot of people consider this the most beautiful coin in U.S. coins. And this is the first generation PCGS holders. That's why I pulled it out to show it out, just because people like these. They call them the Rattler slabs because coin rattles in them a little bit. And but I also wanted to show this one here because this is the St. Gaudens $10 gold piece. Most just call it the $10 Indian, but St. Gaudens did this one as well. And I like this one better. I like the $10 Indian design better than the St. Gaudens. Most people like the 20 better, but this one's just the coolest because, you can't really see it in here, but if you look at it with the edge view holder, on the edge of the coin, it's got 48 raised stars on it instead of reading.
Oh, that's cool.
And a lot of people don't know that. So just really cool. I always liked that ever since I was a kid. The first time I saw one in the coin shop, I'm like, wow, that doesn't have lines on the edge. It's got stars. Holy crap.
That's cool.
Very beautiful.
And there's actually this one has 48 raised stars. And those of you that do typesets, you got to have one of these, and you got to have one of the earlier ones because the earlier ones only have 46 raised stars. Because there were only 46.
About the type, those gold coins, a few days ago. The
two states, and what is it, 1912, I think.
I missed all the goodies that test my skills. Amber's got skills. Amber is a smart cookie. One of these days I'm going to get her up here on our panel. Girl knows her coins. I've been talking about that for 2 years now, though I don't think it's going to happen. I hope Amanda's okay. I haven't talked to her.
I saw Nubs in here. Show Wisconsin half. He's from Wisconsin.
Nubs. Is that his favorite?
Well, that's where he's from, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's where he's from.
That's a classic commemorative $50. They did 50 different types of those from 1892 to 1954. So I'd say roughly half the U.S. states are represented in there one way or another. So it's a nice way to like something close to home.
You have a great video on commemoratives.
We do. It was for Coin Seminar Weekend, wasn't it?
It was.
Absolutely.
We used to do the coin seminar. It was fun.
A lot of the videos are still up there for people to watch.
It's true. It is true. We used to do a thing a few years ago called Coin Seminar Weekend. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of the YouTube channels, it was like a 2 or 3 day event. And people did videos, like half-hour to an hour videos. And everybody just kind of bounced from channel to channel. And it was a lot of fun. And every channel had a clue. And they would give the viewers a clue. So you had to watch every video to get all the clues. And at the very end, we would do a giveaway. And you had to know all the clues to get the right answer. It was a lot of fun. There were some really, really great videos out there. So
Oh, yeah.
Kittle's one of my favorites because I like the Knittler. I'll have to teach you, Amber. You just go click. You click on your mouse, click, and it'll bring you right into the stream. I send you a link, and you just click on the link. That's all.
Just even a test page to make sure your camera and microphone are working, and then it's easy.
Yeah, as long as you have a webcam, and it's super simple. So I'm going to hold you to it, Amber. You said that before. Anyway, well, I don't have Adam. I don't know what happened to Adam. He's cherry picking something or he's looking at coins. He's always
had to print labels.
He's got his he had to print
Oh,
labels. He's usually like looking at the chat down here and looking at the chat. So I don't have anything else. Have any of you guys have anything else? That we had some great questions tonight. Michael, thanks again for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks again for the invite.
Anytime you want to join us, you're welcome anytime.
I appreciate
There's
that.
one more question. Do they have a DDR on the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter? Because I think that I found one on the cow ear and a die chip on another one.
I don't know if they do or not. Have you looked?
I think that they do, that there are some DDRs, but I think they're around the mouth of the cow, actually. They're very small. They're kind of minor.
Low leaf, high leaf.
Yeah.
That's on Wisconsin.
Yeah. Best place to go is Wexler's because he's got good pictures of them.
Yep. You can send us pictures too.
True.
There is a lot of machine doubling that can trick you and make you think that you have a double die. So you can definitely send us pictures.
Are we going to be on next week with Labor Day?
Of course we are. That Labor Day? Yeah, I already told my daughter we can't do a barbecue at my house because I have to stream.
What a way to get out of it.
Nope, sorry. Yep. Did we see the press release for the 2023 quarters? No, Kyle, did they do a press release? I do know that they have already said who the 5 women are going to be for next year. So I know Eleanor Roosevelt's one of them. But I didn't know that they did an official press release on it. I'll have to look. So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. If you haven't hit that like, please hit that like. It helps us out a lot. Make sure you check out Michael Kittle's channel and Gringos. If you haven't entered their giveaways, please do. And check out Michael Kittle on Coin Crew tomorrow night. And I don't have anything else. Thank you so much for spending your Monday nights with us. Like always, we appreciate you very much. Thank you to our super chatters.
99 likes. If we get, there we go. I was going to say, if we get 100, Paula will sing.
Ah,
There you go.
Kittle dance. Yeah, and also if you guys like gaming, Michael Kittle has a gaming channel. Kittle Got Game, but it is not family friendly.
Not always, no. We try to. Well, it depends on your family, I guess.
That's right. Depends on your family. Yeah. If you don't mind a 4-letter word thrown in there every once in a while, it happens. He tries.
Shannon, I thought we'd get a duck race when you got to 100. No, that's wrong channel.
We're not doing a duck race.
I don't know if we know how to pull one of those up yet.
It doesn't matter anyway, Shannon. I know you're dying to do one on here. Come on now.
I think we should do one for the ANA thing. Wouldn't that be good?
That would be impossible.
Why would that be
impossible? We would have to wait till the very, very last to get everybody in there, and then more people would start coming in it would be impossible.
Well, we could do it like our friends over at Coin and Around and start it at the beginning of the show. Let it go for an hour and a half or so.
Then only the people that came in at the very beginning would be in.
I know.
And I want you to have the quacking going on in the background the entire show.
Yeah.
So we'll just have Shannon quack every once in a while. Anyway,
I have it tomorrow morning. That's right, EMR. Yep. Even though Paula doesn't join anymore.
That's because so next week, starting this week, I'm only watching my grandchildren Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I should be able to get back on my normal, go to bed late, get up early, sleep schedule. They wear me out. The children
Surely not.
Children are for the young.
Those little cuties. Mm-mm.
They are exhausting. I'm telling you, they're yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys. I've been trying to say goodbye for 15 minutes now.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody for supporting the one and only live coin Q&A on Monday nights. The original YouTube live coin Q&A right there. Look at that.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate you, and we'll hope we'll see you next Monday. And everybody have a great week. If you have questions, please send your questions to our email and join our Facebook group. Please consider joining the ANA. Hey, Amanda. That's Maui. Amanda. That's Kill's sister. Consider joining the ANA in Conecuh. You won't be sorry. And till next week, you guys. We'll see you later.
Thanks for coming. See you guys.
Ciao.